good video, right? Now, I love watching that video because it reminds me of where I came from, same area as Lenny, Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, which was then and still is a very poor neighborhood in New York City. And like Lenny was saying in the video, so many of us teenagers, we wanted to desperately belong to something, to be a part of something. And one of those ways were, in Bed-Stuy, was to join a gang. So I, too, had many friends who was in gangs. They lived right down the block from me in my building. And I went to them. I said, hey, let me be a part of your gang. Fortunately, they said no. So I asked my cousins if I could join their dance group. They said yes. And we performed at an All-Stars talent show at a local high school. So the All-Stars became my gang. And it became the catalyst for learning that there was something bigger than the world beyond the blocks of my neighborhood. So in the talent shows, I've made new discoveries about myself. I discovered that even though I was poor and lived in a poor neighborhood, I could still give what I had to all the young people that was like myself. And the more I gave, the more I developed. The more I developed, the more opportunities opened up for me. So I spent 2 decades building the All-Stars, growing and developing. And I just got to say, working here in Dallas is one of those great door of opportunities that I'm so happy I walked through. So Betsy and I, we're here now inviting young people and their families to build the All-Stars, to build the talent show here in Dallas. It'll be a place where they can grow and where they can create new opportunities for themselves and their community. It's why I named this Dallas Hip Hop Q. If you don't get it by now, it's like a good old Dallas barbecue. Everybody wants to be invited. So, in October, we hit the streets of West Dallas. We stood in front of the Menyer's supermarket on Hampton Avenue. We talked to everyone that came across the door. Here's our volunteer team. In the bottom, you see Betsy, and you see one of our volunteers, Ronnie, who's also a donor to the All-Stars for the last 20 years. We also walked the housing developments, the Hamptons, Villa Creek, Kingbridge, and knocked on doors. And here we are with resident council president Betty Brown for the Hamptons. We signed young people up to join the talent show, and not just the young people who have talent, but anyone who just wants to get on stage and dance or sing or play the instrument they just learned how to play last week. All are welcomed in the All-Stars talent show. Now, of course, some kids said no. Performing on stage is not for me. So we invited them to come out and volunteer. I would say, come out, do outreach with us, make phone calls, volunteer at the talent show. We made that same offer to every adult we've met. Volunteer, come and support your kids. Because let's be honest, many times, us as adults, we're not happy with the performances that our kids do in the streets. We have negative reactions to it. So I say to them, well, come and work alongside them. Volunteer with the singers and see their new performances as dancers. Show your appreciation and let them see you in a new way as well. This is how the All-Stars Talent Show builds a new kind of community. Now, after we meet the young people and the adults on the streets, we call them back. We look to have conversations about what it means for them to be in an all-star show, how we're looking at them as leaders, and how they are also builders of the talent show. There's Ronnie again, with one of our youth volunteers, Dominique. And in the other photo is All-Stars Project National Board member, Doug Boulder. There it is, December 14th. The first All-Stars talent show from the All-Stars Project of Dallas, held at the West Dallas Multipurpose Center. 10 a.m., our first volunteers showed up. And then came the performers. And there's my boy Miguel. He's a young professional with a Pinkston High School senior, Jade. And they're signing in the dance group ATOC and Christian rapper Jamal. Together, we all began to create the show. The volunteers were brand new to the All-Stars and have never done this before, and neither have I in Dallas. They worked together to figure out how to perform the jobs given to them. It didn't matter if they were white, black, Mexican, old, or young, they did it together. They performed as the registration team, the box office team, greeters, MC, stage manager, and the tech team. Here you see Jesse and Carlos at the top. Just like everyone else, they've never done this before. They've never even done tech before. And I said, run the sound. Go, you could do that, figure it out. And at the bottom, there's Angela and there's Daisha. After sound check, we had a performance workshop asking everyone to write a poem or a statement answering how they would make Dallas a better city. So we used those poems to create a skit, a mini play about building community in Dallas. In my group, West Dallas police officer John, right there, he played the troubled young man in the community. And Quan, who we met at the Hamptons houses, he played the officer, trying to encourage John to join positive programs, get out the street, get out the gangs. And finally, the friends and family came to support the young people as they did their performances, as they volunteered or performed on stage. And I just stood back and just watched in amazement that it was working. After they performed, here we have my man David. David is another one of our supporters and an advisory committee member here in Dallas. And he's awarding all the young people with the Covenant All-Stars gold medal. It's kind of like the Olympics. You know, everybody gets a gold medal, though. And there he is giving it to our first MC, Tony Stacks, who's a young rapper who's about to graduate from Paul Quinn College. And now, and I thought to myself, we did it. In one day, people can come together and create a positive event in their community. It works. And now, we're back at it again. Hitting the streets, looking to reach more kids and invite them to join us. And we invite all of you too. Our next talent show will take place at Pinkston, March 29th. Open to young people ages 5 to 25, youth and adults who want to volunteer, come on out. And again, like Gabrielle mentioned, this afternoon, we're going to have a training that can teach you the All-Stars performance and community organizing model so you can join us in the community and do outreach for the talent show. So I hope you'll perform in that. So that's what we're doing. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Now, to give you just a smidget, a little taste of what it's like for an All-Stars talent show, please welcome one of my boys from New York City, All-Stars alum, Cleon Barrett.
Listen, okay. I heard Nas said be what you wanna be. With the All-Stars, that's a possibility. No more wishes, start living out your dreams. You can take the whole world, bring it to your knees. All it takes is one opportunity for you to let your light shine, let the world see. Bring it back, listen. I heard Nas said be what you wanna be. With the All-Stars, that's a possibility. No more wishes, start living out your dreams. You can take the whole world, bring it to your knees. All it takes is one opportunity for you to let your light shine, let the world see. So please, don't judge a book by its cover. As you can see, we are like no other. And even though we share different mothers, that only you can't treat me like a brother. Sisters, please, help me break the cycle. No more training wheels, time to let the gas flow. No more holding tongues, time to let the people know. We are the promise for the future, this is our show.